Today, it's live second round coverage of the Pittsburgh on our featured golfer here at the first.
Frank, how were you able to put aside a poor performance?
I think you struggle like everybody else does, Rich, but those first few shots that you hit, that's why they're so important, because you're trying to change something. So if you see a change early in the round, you go, that's
It is a steep hill down to the green. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Yes.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank, where has that been?
Yeah, thank God for small mercies.
Settles in always with excellent posture over the ball. Good contact, good result. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Back-to-back birdies, we'll see.
Oh my God. Don't. Aim for the front of the green next time. Are you serious?
It's at sneaky distance.
God, stop rolling. This is just shocking.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good putt. Moving on to the third hole now. Again, it's a par 4 of 428 yards, but you can see the distinctive bunkering on the left, making this, Frank, one of the most famous holes in golf.
It is. The church pews that adorn the left side, they're no fun to be in, that's for sure, because somehow invariably you always seem to get behind one of those grass strips behind, and all you're left to do is punch out. not just that too, the amount of bunkers on that right side really narrowed that down. Now this tee shot plays downhill, and then you've got to be ready for that uphill second shot.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. That will be a great look at birdie.
If we can get it.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Cleans that up in the hole. Frank, at Oakmont, you have to take advantage of scoring opportunities when they present themselves. Is this one of those moments here, the par 5?
Between making 4 and 6 on this hole is extremely slim. Very, very stringent tee shot. You're heading towards those church pews and trying to cut the ball away from it. It's easy to see why Jack Nicklaus, who faded the ball, and Ben Hogan won around here.
68 yards.
Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Slow down, slow down.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
And setting up here in the rough. Birdie try up next.
Let's go for this one.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
A little bit of focus. In the hole.
Take you up now to the 5th hole. 382-yard par 4. Frank, what do you think of the 5th?
An excellent tee shot is required here with just a long iron. Even something as short as a 4-iron is fine, because the hole's not overly long. If you can bisect the bunkers on both sides, that's the key there. Second shot's going to be a little downhill.
Frank, what do your eyes tell you as you look at this second shot here at the 5th hole at Oakmont?
Well, it's another typical US Open second shot where often you're not looking at the flag. You're trying to pick that section, which is about 7 or 8 yards on the front right of that green. And you can see what the green will do with it. If you come in with a shorter club, it'll stop, won't roll as much. A longer club, it will curve around to the left a little more. This is all about finding that spot rather than hitting it at the flag.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
It's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in, because it never made it.
Clean this up with a tap.
Ridiculous.
Not her best effort. Walks away with a bogey.
Brutal.
Par 3 6th here at Oakmont. Frank, it's changed a bit since you played here in the U.S. Open back in 1994.
Yes, it has, Rich. They used to have a bunker behind the screen, sort of back left. They've removed that now and actually increased the back of this green. I'm not going to say it makes the hole that much easier. It just gives them a few more places to cut a flag when they choose to stick it in the back.
Well played here. Went straight for the flagstick, and she will have a nice putt coming up. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Oh.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there. Make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. The par 4-7, 434 yards.
Come on. Right up there.
Well, not since Fred Funk have we seen someone this accurate off the tee. Just a sensational display. Frank, what does this second shot look like at the par 4-7?
Well, normally on any other golf course, you'd say you've got enough green there to work with. But remember, in a US Open, with the firmness and the speed of these greens, if this ball is slightly offline.
Green's about as fast as that Pennsylvania Turnpike to the right of the 7th here. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though,
Allah.
she thought she had that one.
Did the job right there. The par 3-8. This is where Angel Cabrera, Sunday at the U.S. Open in 2007, made a deuce, and it was set up to play at 300 yards on that final day. Now, this is all you want, Frank, in a par 3.
Yeah, it was the first 300-yard par 3 ever in a U.S. Open.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Stop, 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 stop.
That one was running so hot.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Rounding out the front 9 here at Oakmont, Frank, it looks to be straight away, uphill. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill, semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right, and of course rough if you miss those. This is...
Hold on here a second. She is winding up for a big one. What's the secret as far as she can hit it?
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Oh, good luck.
It has been a ball striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole.
Oof. Back down again.
That was not a very good read right there. For the par. Hit it. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge in it. If you're not as fortunate and you leave it hanging up on that hill, it plays a good 200 yards for your second.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. From 90 out. This game will drive you crazy, Frank. You think you have it nailed, you're playing beautifully, and 6, 7 holes later, you're lost.
Yeah, well, we're talking about this player at the start of the round. It looked like everything was where it should be, but really what's happened, inexcusable.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. That's good work right there. Just a tap-in. These putts keep the round together.
Are you serious?
Don't leave it short. Wow. Settles in over the putt. Oh my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you? In an embarrassing game.
Mine's embarrassing, all right.
Moving on to the 11th hole here at Oakmont. Par 4, 379 yards. That was just a beautiful drive, and hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, what about this approach shot here at the 11th?
Not all short second shots are equal, and this is a great example here at 11. We have to be a little defensive. Another green that runs away from the player. So if you get a trifle aggressive here, chances are you're going to be chipping back. So just be a little careful.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Just 5 feet left.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Just a little tap in here. Frank, it's been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey.
Yeah, it's not exactly a small gap between that player there and the rest of the field. That gap's got to feel like the Grand Canyon right now.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long. Nice position, short grass, second shot. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up, and getting ready for the putt. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
In for par. Pushing our way into this back nine, we arrive at the par 3 13th. It's 183 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
And back off.
And her golf ball lands in that first cut. Still can get a club on it, and let's see what she does from there. Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
Serious.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. And Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
It happens. You have a tough hole. Time to pick up and move on after the triple bogey.
Plus 19.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at the 14th hole at Oakmont Country Club. Frank, it's only 358 yards. How good is the scoring opportunity here?
This is certainly one of the best chances on the back nine here for birdie. That's for sure, Rich. Just a long iron off the tee there, threaded in between bunkers that adorn both sides of this fairway. To set up to what you would say on Oakmont standards is a relatively gentle green.
This is a cross-country special. speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Frank, I'm sure it feels good to get some red numbers on the card, but this tournament is probably too far out of reach at this point.
No question.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Players aren't just grabbing any old golf club these days, Frank. It's about spin rate and launch angle and all of those sorts of concepts.
Yeah, and the grooves. All those things help the player. Even the loft on wedges now. Loft is increased. We now see 64, 65 degree sand irons, so they get the ball up quicker and it stops quicker. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Up to the 15th green, but looking at a tough putt, considerably long, over 25 feet away. Kind of a tricky read. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. You can't leave it short, Frank.
Oh, and especially right in the middle.
So they'll tap in. Well, you almost lose count at this point. Safe to say, not under par. In fact, well over par. Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole. And you have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of the screen. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
This is a really long putt, difficult birdie opportunity. Pretty good stroke right there, just to hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
17th hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
It was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a net iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind in that situation. You can see the green's just perched up there. If you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green because you have to lay it up down that right side.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par. Not a problem there, Rich.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan to Nicklaus to Miller to Els, made their imprint. And don't forget about Angel Cabrera, the last time the U.S. Open was played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead. What a view, and what a moment in the championship. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Get down. Lay down. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
This from 7 feet. Come on, don't do that.
Cruel lip out.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Been a rocky round. So that is the end of the second round, and unfortunately, the end of the tournament for our featured player, missing the cut.
Well, they certainly didn't hit the magic number here for the tournament. Fell below the cut line, and they just couldn't make it back.